It is May 6th of 2026, and this is the Court Gallery. Today, Judge McNally confronts a man whose property has been a blight for 25 years. We'll see Judge Simpson stop a guilty plea dead in its tracks when a defendant says all the wrong things and help an uninsured driver avoid a record she's about to accept. One hearing comes to a grinding halt when a judge reads one defendant's racist comments from the police record, putting his military aspirations at risk. And later, a woman facing jail time for missing court claims she was kidnapped? From bait and lies to shocking confessions, ladies and gentlemen, we have a wild set of cases to review in this one, and it all starts right now.
People against Robert Thomas Boyd, 25B82557. Morning, Mr. Boyd. How are you?
Morning, sir. How are you?
Good.
Good too.
Your name? Your name?
Robert Thomas Boyd.
All right. Everybody's name over here.
Dr. Some behalf of Brown 7 Membership.
People fully on behalf of Johnstown Township. He did elect to speak to an attorney this morning. So Ms. Patillo is representing you.
Okay, I was going to tell you have the right to a lawyer. So Ms. Patillo will be representing you. Is that what we're going to do?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So I just sent her in to take care of one with the county. So it's going to be a little bit. Okay, Mr. Boyd?
Coming now.
Okay.
Judge, I have some updated photos.
Yeah, I got a packet. Is this the ones you're talking about?
It's all
Why don't you just tan those up if you would?
for taking yes.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Patillo. Your name?
Yeah, it's GOP 82378 on behalf of Mr. Boyd.
So I hope Mr. Boyd and you had a chance to talk at length because if you need more time, I will. This has been an ongoing blight condition. It's been in existence here for 25 years, and I've sent him to jail once, I believe, maybe twice,
Go ahead.
because he's just not following directions. Now, I told him on the last time he was in court, which was on March the 25th, I said he was to serve 90 days, credit 10. And that jail start date is to occur today. So technically he's supposed to go to jail today for 80 days. You have no idea the history behind this. I've done everything I can. So, what would you like to tell me?
So, Your Honor, it's my understanding that Mr. Boyd chose to represent himself through this matter. I don't think that was a very idea. But I will say this, it doesn't sound like he ever had a viable plan in place to get this stuff removed. It sounds like he's just trying to maybe do it by himself. He did get some offers from other agencies to help. I called
Which he declined.
I'm sorry.
Which he declined.
Right. Well, while we were speaking, I called Veterans Junk Removal Service and I spoke to Eric. Their pricing is $150 to $1,000. We set an appointment for Eric to come out tomorrow morning between 9 and 10 o'clock to assess the situation and to give him a quote. They can also haul stuff away in trucks and it's a veteran service. So he's not a veteran. Mr. Boyd is not a veteran, but the individuals who work for the company are veterans. So they work off of donations. So I'm assuming the cost wouldn't be very high. So Mr. Boyd was on board. We set the appointment. They're coming out in the morning. I understand that this case has been going on since April 2025, and then obviously years before that. But even with the 80 days in jail, the neighbors are going to have to sit there and look at this stuff. So,
Well, they could reissue another citation.
right. So
And I've been trying to explain that to Mr. Boyd for the longest time.
yeah, but I don't think he really had a plan. He does have somebody at church that's gonna come out every Sunday and Wednesday. So I think if he can get the bulk of that stuff removed by this veterans junk removal service, that may make it less work for the people from the church, you know, to remove stuff. I would ask if the court would at least let him get through this appointment, maybe give him a week or two, come back and see if anything's been done. Because Eric, I don't think it would take them that long. Once it's assessed, he gets a quote, they can start removing
I
stuff.
know. Does he have the money to do that?
He does.
It's spending the money I saved for my veterans. Spending that. So,
So it's not that he wouldn't have the money, it's just that the money source that he has, obviously, he wouldn't necessarily use that. But at this point, 80 days in jail is. So I know that I'm just on this case. I know there's probably been several chances given. I would just ask one last.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
You have no idea. You have no idea how many chances I've given him. You have no idea. I begged him. You think I wanted to send this man to jail? I think you should know. You know me better than that.
Give one last chance.
What do you guys have to say?
Now, I'll start with the good news. Mr. Boyd did obtain a demolition permit. The garage is torn down.
That is good news.
Hasn't gotten the inspection to ensure that it was done properly or safely, but I understand that he's gonna get that done. Unfortunately, the remainder of the order is not on the blacklist. So the trailer's full of junk, the boat, the inoperable vehicles, the piles of junk, debris, wood are still holding up.
I had on my wood stove back at the beginning of winter. In the middle of winter, I had over 10 paste cords. The guy dumped it on the yard out of his truck. I've been using it, and I've been working on this stuff here to get it done. So the wood's still there, but it's just a pile of wood.
I see it.
And
Who?
I've got a young man that lives behind me who's going to stack it for me in my yard. Because I use wood to heat. And it's a half gone now already. So won't take long to get to what's left stacked.
Okay, but you got all these vehicles here still too.
Well, he said that the vehicles are licensed and insured. I know the tire is flat.
Oh, yeah.
And the aqua is not parked on our approved surface. So they do need to be aqua and parked on the approved surface.
Yeah, it's been flat since the time that we started this.
Well, it's been going down, so
Why are you paying? You're telling me you're paying insurance on all these. How many vehicles you have on there?
3.
You're paying insurance on all those vehicles that are just sitting there?
Yeah,
Why?
because I drive junkers, and if one breaks down, I have to get into another one to go to work. I work,
Well, I'm not suggesting you should operate a motor vehicle without insurance. Please don't take me wrong, but it just doesn't look like they've moved.
they move. I put air into one and it'll move.
Well, you
I got
you can't just put air in a flat tire, sir. You have to get the tire fixed or buy a new tire,
Yeah.
right?
You put air back in, they all leak.
Wow.
You know, They're not new cars, all the tires and anything I have leaks. Part of life.
Judge, I don't think he's ever had an actual removal service to come. Stuff. I know it's probably had, different agencies, but these people have a truck to remove the stuff.
I just want to make sure. These are the pictures you gave me just now, right?
The
Because I've got other color pictures in here. I just want to double check. Are you sure those are the pictures? And if they are, would you just write on the back the date that those were taken, or somewhere in a corner, somewhere on?
Yeah, these pictures I took yesterday.
And so that was May the 5th. Would you just write that on the back of those, or what have you? Look, Mr. Boyd.
Oh, so
Is that my phone? You got it.
All right. This is not a case I ever look forward to handling. You know that? I didn't. Oh,
That shuts it off. The head of shut off.
okay.
Or shut in the front.
I just want you to know, counsel, back on July the 30th, I set a review hearing date for September the 24th of 25 for him to have all these things done. Now here we are. It's in May. We're 8 months after that, 10 months after I placed him on probation. I'm glad to hear the garage is down. Trying to be positive. Would somebody,
Let's start with the good news first.
would somebody humor me here? How much time are you asking for?
2 weeks to 30 days.
Give me a date 4 weeks out, Heather.
4 weeks, we would have June 3rd, Judge.
That's in the morning. I'm off in the afternoon that day, right?
I don't have that marked. Did I miss something on that one? Let me double check.
Did I ever do one for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th? Oh, I screwed up.
Yeah, I
So-
don't have anything marked for that.
Well, I'm gonna be off the 3rd, 4th, and the afternoon of the 3rd. So we got to keep that
Okay,
light.
so you're off in the PM
Uh,
on the 3rd. Okay.
correct. I'll get you those today. I thought I took care of
Okay.
it. We'll adjourn this to June 3rd at 8:30. So that's going to be a jail start date, though, of 80 days unless I suspend it. Okay?
Is that just a jail start, or do you want to do it as another review, or just a jail start date, Judge?
Jail start / review hearing date. And you'll be
Okay.
here that day, right? Ms.
I
Pat-
think I am here on the 3rd.
Good. That's when we'll do it.
Yeah, just speak clear, that includes everything.
Everything on that list. And I want you to give Ms. Patillo a copy of that. Mr. Boyd, don't go anywhere until you talk with your lawyer further, will you please?
Okay.
Your Honor, Mr. Wayne has a question.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck. All right, Michael Carter Burke, 26I-415-304, 24I-702-893-FY. Mr. Burke, your name,
Michael Carter Burke.
counsel?
Dion TOP 82378 on behalf of Mr. Bird.
So he's gonna plead his charge on, and Mr. Wayne, you're,
Yes, sir. No, this will be a FY matter, but on behalf of Township of Groseal, I'm Matthew Wayne.
but I also called the Groseal Township case, and you've offered possession of drug paraphernalia. Well, that's the original charge. That's what he's going to plead to, counsel?
Mr. Bird, is that what you want to click to?
That's fine. Yes, yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty to that, the possible penalties are up to $500 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all of those. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent, right to a trial, right to a jury trial. You enjoy the presumption of innocence, and they have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. By pleading guilty, you're giving up all of those rights. You're giving up your right to a jury trial. You're giving up your right to remain silent or testify on your own behalf. You're giving up your right to cross-examine their witnesses. You're waiving the requirement that they prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and you're waiving the presumption of innocence. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to plead guilty
Yes, Your Honor.
to the charge possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead?
I plead guilty. I had it on me.
On April 30 of 26, were you on Macomb near Meridian in Grosio Township at 6:32 p.m.?
Yes, sir.
Were you in possession of drug paraphernalia? And if
Yes,
so,
sir.
what were you in possession of?
I had a pipe on me.
And you
Nothing in
used
it,
that,
but just a pipe.
and you used that to smoke crack cocaine, correct?
And yeah, I hadn't done it in about 7 days, but yeah, it was on my possession.
Are you on probation or parole right now?
No, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
All right, I'll accept that plea. You're all set. You can leave unless you want to tell me, Judge, I would prefer you do this or that. It's up to you. On the sentencing,
Nothing, Your Honor.
you're all set.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks. Okay. So that one, now I've got this other one here where he just didn't pay and he has to serve 275 more days. I ordered him that's what the sentence was. It's a 1-year misdemeanor that he was convicted of. It was attempted unlawful use of a motor vehicle, and they dismissed the UDAA. So that made it a 1 year, and he served 90 days to begin with, 23 days credit, 67 more. I told him to pay 50 per week starting November 7th. I told him to come talk to me. If he didn't have the money, he didn't either. So how was he going to proceed on that?
I've got some bunch of stock I can sell. That way I can pay all the fines. But right now, until I sell my stock, it's in my mom's estate, probate. I've got about 800,000 in stock. So I'm trying to sell that to pay all of my debt. I was going to hire an attorney and try to get everything organized. But right now, until I sell the stock, I'm kind of limited funds.
Did you say 800,000?
Yeah, my mom left me a lot of stock.
Why didn't you?
It's all in my mom's trust or her estate. And me and my sister have.
Stop for a second.
Yes, sir.
Why did you come and talk to me?
I should have came, sir. I apologize.
What else is he in custody on right now?
And what else is he in custody for? I believe it's this case.
I said 6,010%.
I've got the bail money in my sister sent me the money to be bailed out. I just haven't went to the ATM to do it yet. But since we're already in front of you, so we'll just I guess that's mute.
Slow down, will you? You
Yes,
live
sir.
on Grace Drive still, apartment B8?
Yes, I do.
Your Honor, his sister is his conservative. He doesn't have a party. I don't know if the court would be willing to give him time served on the case he just pled guilty on. Your Honor, I would ask if he could potentially be released, because if he can get with his sister,
All right,
then
good enough, good enough. Mr. Burke, how old are you now?
I'm going to be 51 in June, sir.
How have you enjoyed your stay at the Wayne County Jail?
I'd rather be back in Grosio, but it's been okay, sir.
It's been okay?
I'm just handling it the best I can. I'm getting older, so it's hard to sleep on these bunks and stuff, but I'm doing what I can.
Listen,
Yes, sir.
it's kind of time to grow up, don't you think?
I agree, sir. Yes.
I'm going to reduce it to a $6,000 personal bond. I'm going to set this for hearing. And I'm going to release him he's got a PR bond on the other. So send over an amended minimus, if you would, Heather, ordering him to be released. I'm reducing that to a 6,000 PR bond. We'll set these for sentencing. I'll give you some time. You don't need to be afraid. If you don't have the money, you should have called like I told you at the time of sentence. I tell everybody that. Why would you have done that? I don't understand it. Let's set
I
this.
didn't do it. I'm sorry.
Let's set this for You didn't do it on purpose. What do you mean?
No, I didn't say purpose or anything. I said, I apologize. That's what I said.
All right, we're gonna set this for hearing. You're gonna be here May 20th.
I don't think May 28th.
No, 20th.
She should be. I believe she's our new house counsel for Brownstown. Let me take a look.
20th that Wednesday.
Yeah,
I'll be here.
good. Let's set it for 9 o'clock in the morning on the failure to pay and the sentencing on the drug paraphernalia. I don't need a pre-sentence report on that. I'm just gonna set it for May the 20th. At 9 a.m., no PSI, no screening on that. And we'll mail him notice, send over the amended minimus. You don't have any other holds, right, sir?
I've got one in Ferndale, so they might come get me, but I don't know. I mean, it depends.
That's what I'll do, May 20th, and I'll have him. So I'm not saying, obviously, if he's got other warrants, you're just sending this over and saying I'm reducing this to a PR bond, Heather, okay?
Okay, Judge.
All right, that's what I'll do, May 20th at 9. I hope you get released. Show up here, we'll work out something, even if you don't have the money.
Okay, I understand.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Priority Waste LLC, 26B150671. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Elizabeth Tremblay appearing on behalf of Priority Waste.
Sorry about that. I just got backed
Okay.
up. You're going to plead to overweight on behalf of the company, agreed upon fines and costs of $1,900, true?
Yes, Your Honor.
To that charge of overweight violation, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Accept the plea, $1,900 due by June 6th. What will we do without Priority Waste having overweights? Are they taking any steps?
Yes, Your Honor. We are in the works of new ownership, and that new ownership will allow us to fix a lot of our vehicles.
Well, I mean, I don't want them tearing up the roads either. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't even pull up Priority Waste for me, will you, Sadie? I'm gonna just look up here and see how many overweight cases roughly that I've had with Priority Waste.
Oh.
And
count.
okay, that's 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages. I mean, they're all 5 pages, 6 pages, 7 pages, 8 pages, 9 pages. They owe us some money too on some of these. I hope they're not overdue. If they're overdue,
They shouldn't be overdue. We have
keep going.
payment
You got,
schedule.
this is
so-
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we're a credit card company here, but they got to take some steps because I mean, they're either, at this point, it's just a blatant disregard for laws. And I'm going to trust that what you're telling me, and I believe you, you're a nice lady and a nice lawyer and all that, but I'm not going to continue to do this. I can make payments due the date that the police take. And then when they don't pay, I can start issuing show causes and executing on their trucks. That's what we can do here. I did it 15 years ago with regard to a company, and it stopped the nonsense real quick. Maybe it was 20 years ago now. But they're just tearing up the roads. I mean, I don't want to get on you, but this is crazy.
I understand, Your Honor.
I mean, they either blatantly disregard laws. There's no other ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's what it is. I know they're not misdemeanors, they're not criminal in nature, but I see these trucks all over, and I think to myself when I see them as I'm driving home or wherever I'm going, boy, I bet they're overweight. I mean, it's a good bet, right? 12-1 in Vegas that they are. So that's what I think. All right.
I understand, Your Honor.
said.
Thank you. You said
Yeah.
June 4th payment due or June 6th?
June
Okay.
6th.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Or Taurus, Brandon Johnson, 26B150198 A, B, and C.
Neon for TOP 82378 on behalf of Mr. Heirs Johnson.
Sorry, Johnson.
Good morning, sir. So he's going to plead guilty under section 7411, possession of a controlled substance. He's also going to plead guilty to resist, hinder, and obstruct an officer. And the prosecutor then is going to move to dismiss the civil infraction charge of expired plea. True?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
If you plead to resist, hinder, and obstruct, under section 771.1, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all those. I will take that under section 771.1. If you plead guilty to possession of a controlled substance, I'll take that under section 7411. He has no prior drug cases, right?
I believe, oh, Your Honor.
What was Nally prosecutor?
Okay. If you plead under 7411, I'll take your plea. The possible penalties again are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, cost, through all those. And I will set terms and conditions on both of those cases. And if you're complying at the end of the specified period of time that I set, both of those cases would be dismissed on motion of the prosecutor. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree to that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, sir.
You plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. We're not going to have a trial then. Do you understand that?
Yes,
To
sir.
the charge, possession of a controlled substance, how do you plead?
Yes.
To the charge, resist, hinder, obstruct an officer, how do you plead?
Yes.
On February 1 of 26, were you on I-75 near Sibley in Brownstown?
Yes, sir.
Were you in possession of a controlled substance?
Yes.
What did you have? Just tell me.
I had some pills.
What kind of pills? Come on,
They were
just tell me what you had.
in the Heirs.
Okay, you didn't have a prescription for those, right? That's an opiate, right? You got an opiate addiction. You don't want to be starting on that, man.
He doesn't have an addiction.
It was in a car that I was driving, and they was to the person that was fixing the car. Never took it. I don't take pills.
You knew that they were in there, though. Right?
Set up a trial, Judge.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Okay, that's all right. We'll just go ahead and set another pretrial, and if it doesn't resolve, then I'm going to set it for trial. Okay,
okay.
so that's what we'll do. And Heather, you're gonna white out everything here. And why would you ever come up here in a courthouse and plead guilty to something if you didn't do it? If you didn't know, what if somebody comes over here and puts some methamphetamine on a break under it? Should I come in and plead guilty to possession of methamphetamines?
Yeah, I thought
Did you hear what I said?
hard.
I don't want to know what your lawyer told you.
No, not my lawyer.
I don't want to know what anybody told you. I don't want to know.
I thought the law in recession was if he was.
Well, what law school did you go to? I don't mean to be a wise guy, but you shouldn't be making assumptions about what the law is or isn't. You know what I mean?
Sorry, sir.
You can't possess something if you have no knowledge it's there, is my point. I'm not trying to be a wise guy with you. I don't want you to plead guilty to anything that you didn't do. That's pointless. This system should be a lot better than that. If it's not, we're all in deep trouble. May 20th at 9:45, Heather?
We could do this one at 10 o'clock.
Okay, 10 o'clock. Okay, and come back that day, and if it doesn't resolve, then we're gonna go ahead and set it for trial. Okay, fair enough, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, any questions at all?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you very much. You can go right down the hall and get your notice, all right? Best of luck to you. Thank you. People against Childress. Ryan Christopher Childress, 26BA2698, A, B, and C.
Good afternoon, Your Honor, Michael Faulkner.
Your name, sir?
That's Ryan Schultz.
All right, so what do I have here? I have a C file, animal cruelty. He's going to plead guilty to. That's going to be taken under the provisions of section 771.1. The prosecutor is going to move to dismiss then files B and C, and it indicates on here, no objection to setting aside the defaults and dismissing, right?
That's correct, Your Honor. Motion for set aside the default.
All right, so I'll go ahead and set aside the defaults on those, the two civil infractions. If you plead here, sir, to animal cruelty, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs of all those. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights forms?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if you plead guilty here, possible penalties again are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those, but I am taking it under 771.1. And if you're complying at the end of the specified period that I set, the case will be dismissed. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, to the charge animal cruelty, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you the owner of a dog that was at Senate Drive in Bristol in Brownstown, January 18 of 26?
Yes, Your Honor.
And was the temperatures freezing temperatures?
Yes, Your Honor.
When you say that, that's what the citation means. How cold was it out?
I'm not mistaken. 10 degrees.
All right. And how long did you leave your dog out? Did you leave your dog out of the house?
I did, Your
For how long?
Honor. According to Brownstown Police,
Well, I don't know. I don't care what the police think. I want to know what you think.
2 hours.
You left the dog out there for 2 hours is all?
Yes.
2 hours, you sure? It was only,
I'm not positive
well, why'd you leave the dog out there for any period of time like that?
because I was merging from working night shifts at Walmart to morning shifts.
And you fell asleep?
Yeah, I hopped in the shower. I got out, thought I just lay on the bed for a minute and
Fell asleep?
fell asleep.
So looking back on it now, how long was it that dog was outside?
Like I said, maybe a couple hours.
Right now, are you on probation or parole?
No,
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
no, sir.
It says several hours. Was it out there several hours?
No, Your Honor.
You had the dog out. It says the dog arrived at the shelter at 1:45. The owner called at 4 a.m. and was given his dog back. So they took the dog. Animal control took the dog, right? While you were in there sleeping or whatever else.
Yes, so,
Is that right?
yes.
Are you on probation or parole right now?
No.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No, Your
I'm gonna have a sentence date here. I'm accepting the plea. I'm setting aside the default judgments on the civil infractions and dismissing the case. Case is, except for this animal cruelty, which I will sentence him on May the 20th at 9 o'clock. Okay? So you go down the hall, get your notice. I'm not ordering a pre-sentence report. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I wish you well. Good luck. We'll see you back here. Go down the hall, get your paper notice. Are we done, Miss Foley Carter? I hope, because I gotta leave.
I think we're close, Your Honor.
Well, I don't want to be close. I want to know. Are we done?
Who are you? Brave Winter. What's your name? Wait here.
You never checked in with me, Your Honor, and Jessica just asked if he was here. I said no. So you never checked.
I have to leave. I know, but I have to leave. I'm sorry. I have to leave. Go down the hall, give you another date. Heather, give him another date. I'm sorry. I have to leave.
It's okay. I got
Okay.
Here's something. Luke Michael Eckert, 25W838357. How you doing, Mr. Eckert? Doing all right. Did he come in the wrong day here? You're supposed to be here tomorrow.
He's on the docket today for a prosecutor review.
Well, this is a Woodhaven case. Is Woodhaven here today? They are, aren't they? But I also have a show cause schedule.
For tomorrow, yes, didn't realize that his prosecutor review was scheduled a while back when I had a sentencing for today, and then we scheduled a show cause hearing for
It's fine.
tomorrow.
Go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and arraign you now. The charge is that you failed to attend and complete the anger management program. That is the charge. You have 2 prior technical violations. If you plead guilty, your special status under HIDA could be revoked, the conviction entered, and you'd be subject to a 90-day jail term. You understand that?
Question.
Sure.
Can you kind of explain that to me a little bit?
Yeah.
Like,
I'll be glad to. And then I'll give you a lawyer. They say that you failed to attend and complete the anger management program with 8-week follow-up. That's what they're telling me on this show goes. If you plead guilty to that, or if you are found guilty, your height of status could be revoked. The conviction entered, and you'd be subject to a 93-day jail term on this assault or assault and battery charge. Do you understand that? You are presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty by a preponderance of the evidence. And when I say presumed innocent, I'm talking about on the show cause violation. If you plead guilty, this would be your third technical violation. You have 2 priors. So that means you could get 15 days on this. Do you understand that?
Okay. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. I did mess.
I don't want you to say any of that yet.
I was gonna say, you can give me gas. I have no money. I can't do nothing. I'm falling out of bad boy. I was trying to go to the army, but I can't because I'm on probation. I can't do nothing.
Let's just slow it down. Will you slow down with me, please? They have to prove you guilty by preponderance of the evidence. You have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a hearing. You understand that? You have the right to a lawyer. I'm going to give you a lawyer. We're going to get you a lawyer right now. In fact, since Woodhaven is here tomorrow, I think I'm going to handle this tomorrow, Heather. Right? Woodhaven's here.
They're not here tomorrow, Judge. They're just here on Wednesdays today.
One of these days, I'm going to figure out when these guys are all here. I got it. Okay. Who's our probation lawyer today? John?
Here.
She backed up though, isn't she?
She is.
And Judge, we have a well, no, I'm sorry. Forget what I was gonna say.
Well, tell me. I mean,
No, I was gonna say we have an interpreter case, but they have a retained attorney.
well, then let's do that.
Is there somebody in the back that may for Eric?
You want me to go ahead and put that attorney? They're all on right now, but do you want me to put her in with the prosecutor to meet with real quick before we start that one?
Yeah, you can do that. Absolutely.
Okay. I will do that.
Trying to figure out how I'm going to do this with you. I don't want you having to wait around here all day.
Done everything else. I know you said in the interview. Done like 4 or 5 classes, and then I didn't pay.
You're supposed to do 8-week follow-up though. Why didn't you do that? I wouldn't have. I only order things I think are necessary. I'm not trying to burden people unnecessarily. You needed to do that.
I just.
Where do you live now?
It took me an hour.
Hour.
6 months, yeah.
What was there? An accident or something?
No, it's traffic, but it's normally like a 45-minute drive. It's just it's hard for me. I'm trying to do the right thing. I want to go to the army. I want to start a life. It's just held back by some of those things I didn't pass.
All right, slow down. Yeah, you're going to put them in a breakout room, right, Heather?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get them all in a breakout room until she comes out.
And then the important out, then
It's not my Woodhaven docket today, though. It's Judge Hessen's, right?
The interpreter case is ours.
No.
What did Judge Hessen has what in the
Judge Hessen is
Oh,
Woodhaven
yeah, I'm
today.
sorry.
Like they finally lightened up back in your
The
class.
probation officer, Ms. Wild, she's not here today.
No, Jessica is the only one here today.
Call in Jessica. Yeah, you go ahead and put them in a breakout room, whatever you have to do, Heather, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
The attorney's meeting with
You want to go in the
Mr.
Army?
Carter.
I want to change my life. There's nothing in Michigan.
It's not what?
There's nothing in Michigan but dead ends.
Why do you say that?
every time I get a job, it'll go good for a couple weeks and then it gets slow, or then I'll cut my hours, or my family's terrible. It's just a whole bunch of bullcrap. Taking care of my little sister, just a whole bunch of.
How old is she?
She's just turned 8.
Are you living with your parents?
Living with my girlfriend, she had them. My little sister stay there and ready for it.
Where's your parents?
My mom, don't. It's in jail. So it's not me. I want to change.
So he tells me he's gone to 3 or 4 weeks of anger management.
So taking a look at it, this is Miss Wild's file, so I take a look at it. It looks like he attended 2 of the so he attended the intake and then he attended 2 of the follow-up sessions on March 24th and March 31st. However, he had not returned since. He was registered for both the April 7th and the April 14th, but unfortunately missed both of those, as well as the session on the 21st of April.
Let me see the screening report or PSI. Why didn't you go to those?
They were on Tuesdays, right? Yeah, I had work. Was working at KFC. I want to take 30-minute breaks. I didn't want to decorate my job.
Why aren't you still working at KFC?
They cut my hours. Like 21 or 22.
Let me see the police report, please. Who was your fight with?
Philip Brady, I think was his last name. One of my best friends.
Hang on. Boy, nice language you used on that day, huh? Well, I mean, I'm talking about racist comments. You know what I'm saying? You're a racist? Why'd you use?
I didn't say that you are or nothing. I'm not racist. I was having a fight. I was upset. I was at my own house. They came there, so I was upset. I just should have controlled my mouth. Now I know to walk away or not come outside.
He's done everything else?
It looks like he's completed everything else. The only thing that was ordered was report work program dates, which looks like those are done. I'm not sure if his balance is up to date or not. She didn't include it in the violation, so I assume it's either up to date or.
Pay all your fines? Amy? I want you to note on this file what's going on. I've arraigned him on the show cause. He wants to go in the Army. Hang on. He wants to go in the Army. I want you to note what he's done and not done on there, Amy. And you can say, Judge McNally, we're going to give this to the prosecutor in Woodhaven. And if he still wants to move to dismiss, so you're going to write that down. He told Judge McNally he's going in the Army. Defendant's done everything else other than completed more than 2 follow-up sessions of anger management. He did not complete the rest. I ordered 8-week follow-up, but he wants to go in the Army, and I have no problem if the prosecutor wants to move to dismiss this. Even though you don't talk like that, son.
I know, I'm sorry.
You know that? I think it's so bad when we have racist people in this country. You don't talk like that. You don't talk like that. I don't understand why anybody thinks they're any better than anybody else. I don't care what color they are. I don't care what man. Just disgust me. So before I change my mind, go out in the hallway. Go and take that file to the prosecutor after she makes up that. Will you please, Amy?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Your name?
My wife.
I'm gonna dismiss your show cause. Mr. Eckert, have you done everything else? Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got.
Yes, sir.
So she told them what I said. He's come back. Defendant is substantially. I think he's trying to say complied with terms of HIDA. Prosecutor is comfortable moving to dismiss. Since I sentenced you, had you been arrested for any reason?
I haven't came to any police contact.
I'm asking you that. I'm just asking. Since I sentenced you back on May 14th of last year, have you been arrested? Any new charges? Any contact with the police? You have no other cases pending?
Sir.
You're going to go in the military. Good luck to you. Case dismissed.
Thank you.
You're lucky.
Thank you.
Good luck. People against Amelia Alejandro Nino. File number 26B149874.
Good morning, Your Honor. PM TOP 82378 on behalf of Mr. Emilio Nino.
He's going to plead guilty to larceny from a motor vehicle under 771.1, right? Your name, sir?
Emilio, you know?
If you plead guilty to this charge, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail. Costs are all those. I'll put you on probation under section 771.1. If you're compliant at the end of the term that I specify, the case will be dismissed. Do you understand that? You just sign, read, and understand the advice of rights.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The charge of larceny from a motor vehicle, how do you plead?
Guilty.
On October the 15th of 23 at 143, were you 23163 Brentwood Drive near West Road in Brownstown?
Yeah.
Were you with somebody?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Did you commit a larceny from an automobile?
Yeah.
What did you steal?
I was attempt. I didn't steal nothing.
He was they were shaking handles to get the car little.
Why'd they charge him with larceny? You didn't steal anything?
I didn't get nothing. I could call it anything. No, sir. I didn't.
How can I take a plea that is charged here? That's what she's got.
I think it's because of the way the statute is worded. But I can go back and ask if we can.
Well, he's saying he never got in the property though, right? He never got in the interior of the vehicle. I mean, I can look under their ordinance here. But it doesn't make sense.
You want me to go grab Kate and Jared?
Yeah, no, that's okay. Not yet. He's at 105,600, right? All right. I know their assault or assault and battery charge is the same. He didn't break in. I don't know. I can take a larceny. Here's what I'm going to do. You're coming from Allen Park. Are you with somebody?
I'm with my mother, my girlfriend, and my stepdad.
Where are they? Right there?
They're right there.
Okay. It's getting late in the morning. You mind if I adjourn this for 2 weeks? Will that inconvenience you?
Kinda, I kinda have work and this is my second time here.
Okay,
I was hoping to handle everything today.
well, you're gonna end up,
Sorry.
sorry, you're gonna end up having to come back for sentencing though. Call her in, John. Why don't you step right aside there? Well, no, stay there. Ms. Holy Carter, your name? I don't think we can do a larceny. That he didn't even get into the interior.
Yeah, I have according to the report that there was a vehicle that had been gone through, while opening the passenger side front door, there's a glove box to be open. Keys, a sweatshirt, glass case with glasses inside on the front passenger seat. There was video of the gentleman going.
Did you do that?
Yes. Sir.
Then why are you playing this game with?
I'm not, I'm
So
not.
he didn't,
Sorry.
he just didn't take anything, but he was,
I went through the car. I didn't take nothing, Your Honor.
In our ordinance, Your Honor,
I know.
it's getting into the vehicle with the intention.
Right, I agree. But initially he was telling me he couldn't even get into the car.
Understood.
I don't know why they would say.
Maybe I might have misunderstood you, and I'm sorry about
Oh,
that.
you said you did.
I did get,
Slow down. I'm gonna ask you again of the charge of larceny from an automobile. How do you plead?
guilty.
Did you gain access to the interior of a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you didn't just pull on the handle like you told me with the door being locked and you couldn't gain entry, correct? That's what you told me.
Correct.
That wasn't true, was it?
I'm sorry, I was just confused, Your Honor.
Weak.
Your Honor, to be fair, there were multiple vehicles that they tried to gain entry.
I get it. I get it. So you did gain access to one motor vehicle, correct?
Yes.
And you went in there with the intention to commit a larceny. Is that true or false?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Please accept it. Pre-sentence report I'm ordering. I'll take it under 771. And I'm going to order a pre-sentence report. And so you're going to go down the hall. We're going to give you a date. You go over to probation. You'll be interviewed. You want to do, what are you doing? What are you doing? I want to know what you're doing. No, I mean, what do you, you can't do this. For whatever reason, they're charging a lot of these under local ordinance. You want to start getting a felony record, God bless you, good luck. Start getting ready to go to prison.
Wearing like that, Your Honor.
Well, then quit acting like that.
You're right, Your Honor.
You work?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where?
At Millie's Bakery in Plymouth.
How many hours?
I pull 40 to 60 hours every week.
Are you hanging out with the wrong folks here that think about breaking into vehicles?
Maybe so, but
Well, you better
choices and
well stop. You better make the better choices then. You got it?
Yes, sir.
May 20th we'll do, okay? 8:30. Pre-sentence report. Go down the hall. We'll give you the notice. Then go over to probation where you'll be interviewed, okay? Don't lie to me.
I didn't mean to. I just misunderstood you, Your Honor.
You-
Sorry about that.
You didn't misunderstand me. Those were your words out of your mouth. I know I'm right. Why do you want to lie about whether or not you lied now?
I wasn't trying to lie.
Get out of here. Powell.
Thank you, John.
Jermaine Malik Powell. 24B146938A, B, C, and 24B147078.
we have it to go with the 8237A on behalf of Mr. Charles.
Right, Paul.
All right, so we're gonna adjourn this.
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you, is May 20th gonna be this crazy, Heather? If it is, let's do the,
No, Judge, it's not. We don't have a lot on it as it is right now. So whatever we're adjourning today is
10 o'clock in the, May the 20th,
works.
you be here, okay? May the 20th, 10 a.m., okay? Thank you very much. I wish you well. Go down the hall, sir, and we're gonna get your paper notice, okay? People against Eshelman.
Court calls case People versus Samantha Bright.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Samantha Bright.
Right behind you.
Please state your name.
Samantha Bright.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we ask the court to set this down for final settlement and jury selection.
Jury final settlement conference will be set for June 5th, 2026, 9 a.m. Jury selection, June 8th, 2026, 8:30. Is there a,
Your Honor, there's a violation.
is there? Okay, in terms of the dates, both of those proceedings are in person. Let me see the bond violation. Do I have a copy? Is there a particular place they're putting these now in the file? I know, I got it.
Approach and get a copy, Your Honor.
You don't have a copy of it?
Look at one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you have these positive.
Yes, Your Honor, I have a copy dated April 20th, 2026.
Yes.
Your Honor, she would admit to the violation.
She admits to the violations.
But Your Honor, she relapsed. She was going through some very, very serious things. Since, go ahead. Phil.
Oh, I was a very heavy alcoholic, and those first few days were extremely difficult on me, and I relapsed. I'm sorry, and I didn't think I was going to be able to afford everything. I just thought I felt hopeless. I apologize. I know that doesn't mean anything, but since then I have not touched alcohol, and I feel a lot better, personally, physically, and mentally.
Are you in any type of treatment?
No, Your Honor.
We've discussed it, Your Honor. Would it be possible to put her on a scram?
I'm not going to do that at this point. Gonna have to set up gonna have to get something set up for her, because she didn't make it and she was rather high through 2 days. High BAC through 2 days.
I did share this with her and we talked about it at length.
Get that information about where she's going to go into, but at this point, if you put something together, then I'll consider a method by which she might be on a scram tether or a sober link. But at this point, bond is revoked, defendant remanded.
He's putting me in jail.
I told you.
You can go with my bailiff.
Wants me to put together a plan.
Ma'am,
Okay.
to go now.
Yes.
Court calls the case People versus Tyler Watt.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people of file ending in 0502.
Conrad Seller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
And Assistant Public Defendant Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Mr. Watts in both matters.
Hold on. I only have one file.
Well,
I filed the McNally on the state's case. I wasn't sure if the court had received that yet. I still saw it on my docket, so.
Oh, okay. I must have, because I have 446 is the only case I have.
And that is the
All right.
township case. That's correct.
Got it. All right.
yes, Your Honor, and my client would like to, in the township case, would like to omit responsibility to double parking. He would only ask for leniency and fines and costs due to his current status of being incarcerated.
So that is correct, Your Honor. Move to add count 2 of double parking. If you accept that admission, move to dismiss the original charge.
Your name, sir?
Tyler Watts.
All right. Mr. Watts, do you admit responsibility to the fact that on April 17, 2025, at the location of Washtenaw Avenue in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that you double parked a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
All right. Court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and costs of $180. That will be due 90 days after release. You got that?
Sure.
All right. Well, thank you. Court does call the case of the People versus Rebecca Dooley.
Counter reading for the people. Your Honor, Joe Simon.
Wait, I didn't even see you.
Yeah, I was hiding. Joe Simon on behalf of Ms. Dooley, who appears by Zoom. Rebecca, state your name.
Rebecca Dooley.
I have before me a plea form that indicates that she's going to be pleading to operating while intoxicated second offense. That's count 3. Well, the 1-year offense. Upon her successful plea to that charge, count 2 would be dismissed.
This is the new complaint. Your Honor may remember this was a remand for this plea from.
And count 1 was already.
That's right. That's right. And also, Your Honor, on that plea form, I made sure Ms. Dooley has it electronically. I sent it to her. She gave me her authority to assign it on her behalf, but she's reviewed it.
The prosecutor will recommend community service in lieu of jail.
Right. So just to refresh the court, I know first memory is pretty shocking. It's great. She's relocated permanently. She did about over a year ago. I don't remember the exact span of time to was it North Carolina? But and yes, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
And
so she's a Tar Heel.
And all of
that's right. I remember that.
Yep, and all of her.
I don't like Tar Heels.
Oh, all of her.
My Maryland days. But go ahead.
I think turtles like.
Interrupt you.
Turtles like tarple. But anyways.
Anyway, I don't even know what it is. It's Hoarders. Anyway,
all the recovery that she's been doing, we're going to make sure gets to your probation.
Very. All right, ma'am, if you can please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state your name again for the record, please.
Rebecca Dooley.
All right, you can put your hand down. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of operating while intoxicated second offense. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $1,000 fine plus court costs. The court could order rehabilitative services or community service that the court deems necessary. The court could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand all of that, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
And understanding that, do you still wish to plead guilty? Bless you.
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you signed an advice of rights form or had one signed on your behalf?
She signed it.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, any question regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you understand that you're giving up all of those rights, inclusive of the rights that are contained under paragraph 5.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to flee?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And also because you believe that you're indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
On September 17, 2024, at the location of Washington Avenue in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, had you consumed intoxicating liquor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you recall what you had and how much?
I drank vodka, but I do not recall how much, Your Honor.
All right. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
There was an accident, Your Honor.
All right. Ultimately, the police arrived?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Were you arrested?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Were you taken to the hospital for a blood draw?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what were the results of that blood draw?
0.17, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any reason to dispute those blood test results?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Had you previously been convicted of operating while intoxicated on or about November 13th, 2008 in the 61st District Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wait, is that the right?
Or the April date? Which date are we using?
We can use either one because we're past the April anniversary. That's what we wanted to do. So
right.
So I guess technically for the charge, it should be the April date.
It would have to be. You're right. So were you convicted of operating while intoxicated on or about April 18, 2019 in the 61st District Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ma'am, I do have to advise you that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you could not withdraw your plea and the court would not be bound by any sentence recommendation or evaluation. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2 or to count 3. Count 2 is dismissed with count 1, so the record's clear, having previously been dismissed. Defendant is referred to Von Swartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be June 10th, 2026, 9 a.m. 9 a.m.
Your Honor, I know you want us to do it in writing, which we will, but we'll be requesting a Zoom appearance for that as well.
Yes, I understand.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hold on a second. Do I have probation enter? All right. So, ma'am, hold on the line. We're going to put you into a breakout room with my probation department so we can start the process.
And
okay?
if I can just state for probation's purposes, we already have the Von Swartz assessment. We'll be forwarding that as well as everything else.
All right. First. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll
Thank
get
you,
you moved into that room shortly. Court calls the case, People versus Otis Elliott.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Otis Elliott.
Not check, please.
Otis Elliott. No response. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is setting. Pardon? Okay, hold on.
Unmute. I was trying to find the unmute. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay. What's your name?
Otis Elliott, sir.
All right.
I'm requesting.
So I won't issue the bench warrant.
Thank you.
I still
Please.
should. I still should.
No,
You should
please.
you should know where the mute button is.
I'm sorry.
All right, you do it next time. Next time I'm gonna give a warrant, but I'll take it back this time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Your Honor, I need some more discovery in this case. I'm requesting adjournment.
I'm going to adjourn your matter to May 20th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Yes, sir.
There'll be a test on the commands in Zoom. All right, take care.
I'll be prepared.
All right. You do the same. Court calls case People versus Jennifer Adams.
You're right.
It's an arraignment without. Your name?
Jennifer Adams.
Miss Adams, you are before the court on a misdemeanor citation that alleges that on or about July 7, 2024, East Michigan Avenue in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you operated a motor vehicle without security, meaning without insurance. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, fine not less than $200, but no more than $500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. First question I have for you is, do you want to be represented by an attorney?
No, sir.
Really?
It's not necessary. I didn't have insurance at the time and I understand.
Well, hold on. I don't want you saying anything about it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So if you don't, so what are you gonna do today?
I've already paid the ticket itself and the bond. As I was just gonna pay the warrant fee today as well. I just wanted to get it.
Are you
away.
sure?
The warrant fee is $50, correct?
Yeah.
I have that.
You just want.
And I currently have insurance.
Oh, okay. Hold on. You just want this done?
Yes, sir.
And so you want to take a misdemeanor to have it done? Why would you want a misdemeanor on your record?
I don't.
Don't?
No.
Don't you think an attorney might be able to help you with that?
Maybe, but I am guilty. I did not have.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on. Stop that.
Okay.
All right.
I apologize.
Because no, just listen. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Got it? But sometimes there's a way to take care of these things without you
Obtaining a
have
charge
a
in the process.
Huh?
I said obtaining a charge in the process.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. If that's a possibility, can't say it will happen, but if that's a possibility, wouldn't you rather do something like that?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know how to do that?
No.
Okay. So I'll ask again. Do you want to be represented by an attorney?
Yes, please.
Yeah, it would be necessary then. Okay, this is a PD case.
Yeah. This is very contact information.
Okay.
Assistant Public Defendant Nicholas Buckovich on behalf of Ms. Adams. At this time, Your Honor will be standing mute as to the charges. We will first waive any other formal of the complaint and then stand mute of the charges, Your Honor. And as this is a no insurance case, I believe a PR bond would be more than appropriate.
Mr. Cook.
Your Honor, I have no objection to any vote just on the record, but I would ask, instead of adjourning, if we could just briefly pass this matter. I believe I heard the defendant previously indicate she has insurance now. If that proof can be provided in a couple of minutes, I'd be more than happy to dismiss this case at that time.
Wow. You got that?
It's in my cell phone in my vehicle, but I have.
You got it somewhere?
Yes, it's in my
You
vehicle.
can get it?
Yes.
And then at that point, look what happened. You were going to plead, pay a bunch of money, do whatever.
I just wanted to.
This, I know, but this
now it's really going.
See, and you know who you can thank for it? You know who you can thank for that? Mr. Buckovich. He got up there, scared Mr. Cook. He's willing to do something. All right. Okay. All right. Do me a favor. I'm going to pass the matter. Go out, get your proof of insurance.
Okay.
All right. You're welcome. Don't thank him. Don't thank him.
Insurance.
He'll turn on you in a minute. Court calls the case People versus Troy Brisky.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Morning, Your Honor. Dan Garrett on behalf of Troy Brisky, stepping forward. Troy, can you please state your name to the judge and put your hands out of your pocket?
Troy Brisky.
I have before me a plea form that indicates going to plead to count 2 of operating while intoxicated. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. I don't know that he's been arraigned. I don't know if that's.
Nah.
So for arraignment purposes, the waiver and the stand mute.
Defendant every way former reading standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. 6. All right.
Two quick housekeeping matters when I can, Your Honor. Number one, my client's given me permission to tell the court he is on the autism spectrum, so he has a little difficulty with communication, but I think we're going to help him through that today.
Okay.
And 2, Mr. Siller and I, this is a bit of a unique one. He was evaluated by Von Schwartz in advance of the plea, so that step is done.
That's already done. Okay. Fantastic. All right. The plea form indicates that he's going to plead to count 2, the operating while intoxicated, in a 93-day offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding. Is that correct, counsel?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Sir, if there's anything I do or say you don't understand, you just need to let me know, okay? We'll make it through, okay? All right. Can you raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right. State your name again for me.
Brisky.
All right. You put your hand down. All right, sir. This court's understanding that you're pleading guilty to the charge of operating while intoxicated.
Sure.
That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, up to a $500 fine plus court costs. The court can order community service or any rehabilitative services the court deems necessary. And that the court can also order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. Got it? Okay. Understanding all of that, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
All right. So to that charge, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
All right. Now you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
All right. You signed and went through with your attorney and advice rights form. Do you have any question regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
All right. Look at paragraph 5. There's a copy on the podium. Those are your rights, which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Sure.
All right. You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right. All right. Are you on probation or parole? Anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will? All right. And also because you believe that you're guilty?
Yes, sir.
All right. On the date of February 8th, 2026, location of Washington Avenue in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
All right. Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you have something to drink?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you know remember what you had and how much?
Jack Daniels.
Okay. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
I was stopped.
All right. Do you know why they stopped you?
I believe running red light.
Running red light? Okay. Were you arrested at some point? All right. Were you taken to the hospital? All right. Did they do a blood test? All right. You recall what the results of that blood test were?
I don't remember.
Your Honor, we could stipulate for the purpose of the plea, the blood came back at 0.28.
288.
Yes.
All right.
That's correct, Your Honor, 0.288.
All right. Do you have any reason to dispute those test results?
No, sir.
All right. So I do have to tell you, if between the time of my acceptance of your plea, which I'll do in a minute, and the time that I sentence you, if you commit misconduct as it's defined by the court rules, the court would no longer be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation, and you could not withdraw your plea. You understand that? All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant, you said he's already done it.
He has. I'll provide that to probation, Your Honor.
All right. But I'll refer him to Von Schwartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this case will be June 10th, 2026, 9 a.m. As to his bond in this case, I'll set his bond at $25,000 personal recognizance bond. I'll order standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior, possession of any weapons or firearms. You understand that? All right. No possession of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drug. You understand that?
Sir.
All right. I'm also going to order that you report over to community corrections for placement on a, given the circumstances, will a sober link work for him? Or
I believe it will, Your Honor. I explained that to him.
Okay. Community corrections replacement on the sober link testing device. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case of the people versus Liam Hall.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Morning again, Your Honor. Dan Guerin on behalf of Liam Hall has stepped forward.
Good morning, sir.
Liam Hall, Your Honor.
Thank you. I have before me a plea form that indicates that he's going to be pleading to an added count 2 of operating while intoxicated, the 93-day offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of it.
That's correct, Your Honor.
That's correct, Your Honor.
May I have him sworn?
Raise your right hand. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give the court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
State your first and last name for the record.
Liam Hall. All right. Sir, it's this court's understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of operating while intoxicated. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days of jail, up to a $500 fine plus court costs. The court could order any community service or rehabilitative services the court deems necessary. The court could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution, as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights, which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
Doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Your Honor.
And also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the date of December 3rd, 2025, I-94 in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
I was, Your Honor.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicating liquor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you recall what you had and how much?
I had 4 whiskeys, Your Honor.
All right. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
I was involved in a single vehicle accident, Your Honor.
All right. So you went off the road somehow?
Yes, Your Honor. There was snow on the ground.
Yeah, snow on the ground and alcohol in your system. I get it.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so were you ultimately arrested?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you taken to the hospital?
Yes, Your Honor.
And was there a blood test?
Your Honor.
And were the results of that blood test a .226?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any reason to dispute those blood test results?
No, Your Honor.
Sir, I do have to advise you, between the time that I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to Von Swartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be June 10th, 2026, 9 a.m. All right. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Court calls case People versus Anton Brooks.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Barnwell on behalf of Mr. Brooks.
Not here. We don't have Mr. Brooks.
No, Judge, no. I was appointed yesterday on this case.
Were you?
I looking to see if they didn't forward me his contact information. However, I did represent him earlier on a probation violation, 2 probation violations before Judge Conlon, when we returned to court for a sentencing on May 20th. So I'm asking that this court not issue a warrant. When I visited him on April 3rd in Washington County Jail, he knew that a case was coming down for something that happened in the jail. But I don't think he knew anything more, and I was not his lawyer then. on that case. So here I am.
But you see what she's doing, Ann?
What's that?
Miss Burnwell doesn't show up for like ages. Just ages. Have to even say something. The last time she was on Zoom that she doesn't come to see us anymore. Then she shows up, no client, but then asking me to adjourn it out. Boy, oh boy. It's good seeing you, Counsel.
I see you, Judge.
I'll adjourn it to May 20th. Because we had done something last time with his case, because he was in on my bond, and I made his PR bond effective the 29th.
No, it's May 20th that we're in front of Judge Conlin, though.
Right. No, I get that, but I gave him a PR bond effective the 29th of April.
Oh,
So that's probably why, or maybe part of why he's not here. Otherwise, he would have been in, but we thought he would be out anyway. But anyway, I'll adjourn the matter May 20th, 2026, 9 a.m.
right. Okay.
All right, bond to continue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court Counsel Kate Speaker versus Austin Knox.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
And this is how Defendant Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Knox, who should be appearing via Zoom.
Sir, state your name.
Austin Knox.
All right. And defendant will be pleading as well. He'll be pleading to counts 1 and 2. My files a little bit. Right. He'll be pleading to counts 1 and 2. Upon the successful plea to counts 1 and 2, counts 3 and 4 would be dismissed, and defendant agrees to pay full restitution for all counts.
That's my understanding, Your Honor.
That's correct.
Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
State your name for the record.
Austin Knox.
All right. Put your hand down. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to 2 charges of actually mail theft. Is that correct?
Yes.
Those are both misdemeanors punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Understanding that, do you still wish to plead guilty to these charges?
Yes.
To the charge of mail theft that's contained in count 1, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To that same charge as contained in count 2, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You signed an advice of rights form or had one signed on your behalf?
Yep.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Looking at paragraph 5, those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form?
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
Yes.
All right. Were you on probation at the time of February 24th, 2025?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
No.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you in any way?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And also because you believe that you're guilty?
Yes.
February 24th, 2025, at the location of 3688 Colt Drive and other addresses in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan. What did you do involving the mail of a Kung Chao and Paula Davis that makes you think that you're guilty?
I took 2 packages that did not belong to me.
All right. Where were the packages?
On somebody's front porch.
All right. These were packages that were delivered to?
Yes.
addresses.
Yes.
And without the owner's knowledge or the delivery service knowledge, you took those packages?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, I do have to advise you, and you didn't have any permission at all to take that property, did you?
No.
All right. Sir, I do have to advise you, between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rule, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation.
I understand.
All right. Counsel, you're aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None from the people. No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor. The defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's pleas of guilty. 2 counts 1 and 2, counts 3 and 4 are dismissed. Defendant is referred to probation for pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be June 10th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Mr. Knox, I want you to wait on the line. I'm going to put you into a breakout room with my probation department so we can start the sentencing process.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Deputy, who do you want next?
Next, I'm going to be bringing in Timmy Kong Seng Dao.
We are on the record in BU 2024 TR 3094, State of Kansas versus Tim Consangdao. Can you say your name, please?
Timmy Tim Kong Seng Dao Sayovlong.
And how are you typically addressed? As Mr. Consangdao?
Mr. Kong Seng Dao.
Mr. Consangdao, okay. All right, sir, you are here. Let me look up your record on the computer real quick. All right, you were scheduled to be here March 5th of 2025, but for whatever reason you weren't. And then you were here, it looks like, February 18th of 2026 by Zoom. And you did fill out an application for court-appointed attorney, and the matter was set for today. Let me see what happened with that application. Did you turn in that application?
No, I didn't.
Okay, that's why I'm not finding it. So are you at this point wanting an attorney or not? There is a B misdemeanor involved with the insurance. That carries a minimum fine of $300, a maximum of $1,000, up to 6 months in jail, but probation is an option. Then there's the driving while suspended, a B misdemeanor that carries $100 up to $1,000 in fines. And there is potential for jail time up to 6 months. And the registration could be up to $2,500 in fines and 30 days to 6 months in jail. Do you want to hire an attorney or apply for court appointed or waive attorney and represent yourself in light of those charges?
Can I go out and hire an attorney?
You can hire an attorney and I can give you time to do that, but I'm kind of frustrated that you were given a chance to get an attorney and you didn't. I gave you a chance to fill out the court-appointed attorney forms because you told me you wanted to and you didn't. So if you ask for a continuance, is that what you're doing, is asking for a continuance to give you more time?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, this case is about 1.5 years old. What's the state's position on these issues?
Yes, Judge, I do see the age of the case. I do know there was a period in there where he was trying for diversion and that ended up being denied. That could be part of the age of the case. I don't have an objection today. State would certainly be objecting if he requests any more time for an attorney at the next hearing.
Looks like you posted $2,500 surety bond with Hot Rod on 11/24 of 25. I will continue that bond and continue this case at your request to, what date do we have, please?
Do you want to do a Wednesday or a Monday?
Whenever you can get it in.
Let's do July 27th.
All right, you must be back here July 27th at 9 a.m. and you better be ready to proceed. You better have your attorney hired and here. And if you want to fill out an application, the officer can give it to you today. So that if you find out you can't afford an attorney, you've already got one appointed.
Okay.
All right, I don't want any more delays on this. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You may go at this time. Is that everyone on the docket?
Your Honor, the state understands there is one final matter on this matter, and the state is appearing by Jared Regier in this matter.
And what is the matter?
State's information is 26 TR 0377, defendant last name Hammond.
On the record in BU 2026 TR 377, State of Kansas versus Ashley Ann Hammond. Jared Regier for the state. Defendant fails to, oh, she's here now. When I called her name previously, she failed to appear, but she is here now. You are Ashley Hammond, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I just guess I didn't hear my name called.
Okay, you're here on driving while an habitual violator, a Class A non-person misdemeanor. Penalties include a fine up to $2,500 and a year in the county jail. Do you wish to hire an attorney, apply for court appointed, or represent yourself?
I want to apply for a court appointed, please.
All right, where do you work?
I'm at Jumpstart in Towanda.
What do you get paid per month at Jumpstart?
About $400, $500 a month.
So do you work full-time then?
No, I'm part-time.
500. Are you married or single?
Single.
Any minor children that you support?
Yes, I have 3.
Okay, and you live on 500 a month, or do you get any child support?
No, their dad is just actually incarcerated right now.
Okay.
But we're not married or anything.
Okay, and do you get any assistance from the state for that to help with the children?
No, I get food stamps, that's all.
All right, but you don't have any other income other than this 500 a month to take care of yourself and the 3 children?
No.
All right, well, you will definitely qualify for an attorney. I will appoint attorney Darren Patterson. Are you able to write down his name and number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's Darren, Darren Patterson, and his phone number is 316-322-7700. Call him today after this hearing and give him your contact information.
Okay.
And it looks like we need to address bond as you're charged with a Class A non-person misdemeanor. Recommendations, Mr. Regier from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. If the court is prepared to order all standard conditions of bond, the state has no objection to the court ordering an unrecognizance bond, given that the defendant appears pursuant to a summons by the state's information. However, this is also a defendant who the state understands has failed to appear for court multiple times in the past, at least 8 times, most recently in November of 2023, as well as having appeared before this court in 6 other Butler County cases since approximately 2020. Additionally, this is a defendant who the state understands has a history of prior convictions that the court may consider relevant: 2 driving while suspended, 3 DUIs, including at least 1 felony felony, transporting open container, 2, vehicle registration violations, 3, no proof of insurance, misdemeanor interference with law enforcement, ignition airlock device, as well as driving while habitual violator. With all that being said, the state is recommending a high bond of $5,000 on recognizance, and is as well as pretrial court services monitoring given the prior procedural history of this case, and that the defendant be ordered to appear in person for all future proceedings if the court considers it relevant.
I will set a high bond of $5,000. I'm surprised you received a summons and not a warrant to be here today. So it's very important, Ms. Hammond, that you appear at every hearing. You've got children. If you don't show up, a warrant will issue and you'll be put in jail and have to make a bond. And so, but you do appear here today on your summons.
Would it be possible for me to get the dates that are stated that I failed to appear in November? Because I'm not aware of those. I've been on probation for, I mean, I was on probation in November. Well, I don't know how I was able to.
Well, and I'm not seeing the same history of appearance in this case.
And Your Honor, it was referring to prior matters.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right. That makes sense. All right, your bond will be $5,000. It will be an OR. I'm not going to order that you appear at the courthouse this time, since you're here now, but that history makes me very nervous, and I can certainly appreciate the prosecutor's recommendations to make you appear in person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you one more chance, Miss Hammond, but I'm gonna be probably more irritated than the prosecutor is today if you don't show up.
I understand, Your Honor. I will show up.
That's a pretty bad history. All right. 5,000 OR. You will need to go into a breakout room with court security too and set up time to get your picture and prints taken.
Okay.
And so look for that on the screen. When did we set her court date for?
July 27th.
You must be back here by Zoom, July 22nd. And 9 a.m. I'm going to make that an 8 a.m. Mr. Patterson likes to have you here at 8 a.m. So we're going to make that July 22nd, 8 a.m. as a condition of your bond.
27th, Your Honor, 2/7.
2/7. Thank you for catching that. 2/7. Okay. Write that down, Miss Hammond. 2/7.
Yes, ma'am. At 8 a.m.
Right. 8 a.m. And then you're going to call Mr. Patterson today.
Yes, ma'am.
316-322-7700.
Okay.
And then when you get that invitation on your screen to go to a breakout room, you're going to click on that. Mr. Regier, anything else?
Your Honor, the state had also recommended as a condition of bond that the defendant be subject to pretrial court services monitoring. Given the particular history of this defendant, the state recommends that is appropriate.
That is appropriate. I just am not sure about putting that burden on court services with all they have going on right now. Miss Hammond?
Yes,
do I need to order pretrial services that you check in regularly with a officer to make sure you don't forget about this court date and that you appear?
No, Your Honor. I will appear.
I'm not going to order that, but you don't prove me wrong to Mr. Regier.
Yes, ma'am.
You be here.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm kind of going out on a limb because his recommendations are appropriate, well-founded. But I'm going to give you a little bit of a chance today. And
thank you, Your Honor.
But I'm not going to probably be as generous if you let me down.
I understand.
All right. What are you going to do when this hearing's over?
I am going to call Mr. Patterson.
And before that?
Contact. Go into the breakout room. I got the invite.
Good. You are paying attention. All right. I'll let you go at this time then.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Mr. Regier, anything further?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
Mr. Baca, anything further?
I think that's everything, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
All right, and over at Nisqually Lacey, what's your name, please, sir?
Hello, Your Honor. My name's Tyler Sullivan. On April 14th, I was attacked by a man with a toxic.
Mr. Sullivan, not today.
Okay, did everybody review the competency report?
I did, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and it looks like the evaluator is of the opinion that Mr. Sullivan is competent to proceed. Any quarrel with that, Ms. Grisco?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Then Erica will enter a finding that Mr. Sullivan is competent to proceed. And looking at the docket here, it's like we were at pre-trial. We had date set for trial confirmation and trial. I don't think those have ever been canceled. We can probably just keep them. So that'd be June 26th for confirmation.
Your Honor, he does want to confirm for trial right now, if that's possible.
He can do that, but the trial that isn't. Remember, Ms. Grisco, you're in control of the procedural aspects of this case. So Mr. Sullivan doesn't have an independent
Yes.
right to do that.
Okay. I'm just so sorry. It's very unfamiliar for Thurston, since I know that you got the court sets trial dates kind of like out. Can they be pushed up because he's in custody?
Yeah, hang on a second. This confirmation date is not correct. Yeah, it's going to have to be. Yeah, I think they were probably intending to set it for May 26th, and it was set for June 26th accidentally. Yeah, that's okay. It's on the out of custody calendar. Okay. Now, at the time he was heard originally, his bail was set at $500. That was on April 15th. Okay, so the trial confirmation date is going to be May 26th. That June 26th, I think, was a typo, but the trial date that was set was correct, June 3rd. Okay, Mr. Sullivan, we will see you here in court for your trial confirmation on May 26th.
Your Honor, what time? Is that the one that's going to be on the in custody?
It's set for 9 o'clock.
Okay, because I can be set for the in custody. He can't have this. He's unable to make bail.
Okay.
And does the court want the city to prepare an order finding competency?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
All right, we can change the time to 1:30 if you're sure that he's not going to be able to post bail.
Unless he has new information from when we talked. I don't believe so.
All right, May 26th then. See you here then, Mr. Sullivan.
Do I get a bail, Your Honor?
You can post bail at any time.
All right. I will look at the documentation.
Okay, thank you. We'll switch back over to Lacey, and over in Lacey Jail. What's your name, please?
Timanowski.
How do you spell your last name?
HOINOWSKI.
Okay. I want to make sure I heard you properly. Okay, I have your cases here today because it looks like you were arrested on a couple of warrants out of Lacey. It looks like you failed to appear for a pretrial hearing on a theft case, and you had a probation violation hearing on another theft case. All right, Mrs. Crisco.
Thank you, Your Honor. First, could we readdress appointment? It looks like on our representation, we had withdrawn October 31st of 2025. I had talked to her about her financial situation, and she has indicated that it has not changed. I do still believe that she still qualifies for a public defender.
Okay. All right, we'll reappoint Pacific Point then.
Thank
okay,
you.
so what happened that she missed court?
Your Honor, in talking to her, she indicated that she was severely sick and so she wasn't able to come to court. She has told me now she is working with two caseworkers, both from Olympia, Lissa and Jim. She doesn't know their last names, but she has been working with them, and they're attempting to help her get into stable housing and help her manage her court cases.
Okay. Lacey, you have a position on these warrants?
Your Honor, I don't oppose the warrants being quashed, but the city would request bail be set at $250 in each case. The defendant's been in, it looks like initially this case is over a year old, and that's the basis for the request.
Looks like there's 3 other warrants.
Just started working with these caseworkers. I was kidnapped in February, and I just came back. I was gone for 2 months, and so being back in Olympia, I'm starting to work with them, and so they're going to help me get all of my legal situations fixed. And I have a brand new puppy that I've been taking care of. It's only 5 months old, and I'm getting into housing now. So I mean, everything is changing, and I have a new outlook on everything. I need another chance to get that.
All right, Mrs. Koinowski, I'm going to set bail at $250 in each case. And you're missing court in too many places and too frequently here. We'll get your case set back on for a pretrial hearing and a probation violation hearing. And that's with Pacific Point. That's fine. All right, June 3rd will be your pretrial hearing. And the probation hearing will be at the same time. All right, Swinowski, you can let the corrections officer know that you're done. All right, what's your name, please, sir?
Christopher Morales Zambrano.
Thank you. All right, and Mr. Morales, this is your pretrial hearing. Mr.
Again, Your Honor, this is a change of plea with an agreed recommendation.
Okay, I see that here. Let's take a second for this to open up.
Thank you.
There it goes. Okay. All right, and Mr. Morales, I have your guilty plea here to the charge of lewd conduct. Did you review that with Mr. Rusnak?
Correct, Your Honor.
You give up your legal rights by pleading guilty to this charge. So you're giving up the right to go to trial, to have the prosecutor prove the charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt to a jury, the right to call witnesses to court to testify in your defense, the right to hear and question the witnesses who testify against you. You give up the presumption of innocence and the right to appeal your conviction. Do you have any question about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the maximum sentence is 364 days in jail and a $5,000 fine. And regardless of any recommendation here on your plea form, you need to understand I could impose up to the maximum sentence. All right, and did anybody make any threats or any promises to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and then the statement that's written here on your plea form says on April 18th of 2026 in Olympia, Washington, in a public place, I stuck my hands inside my pants and fondled my penis in a manner that caused onlookers to believe that I was masturbating in public. Is that your statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I will accept your guilty plea to lewd conduct. Ms. Vitale for the city.
Thank you, Your Honor. The agreed recommendation is 90 days jail with the rest of the time suspended, 24 months probation, to have no criminal law violations, get a mental health evaluation with follow-up treatment, and not to return to the Albertsons or Yummy Crab Seafood or the parking lot of that area where this incident took place. This incident happened. There were several witnesses there. There were children around. Mr. Morales also has a lengthy criminal history. So, taking into consideration his criminal history and the facts of the case, I do think that this is a fair and appropriate agreed sentence, and I would just ask the court to follow it. Thank you.
Mr. Resnick?
It is an agreed recommendation, Your Honor. I would just emphasize that there are some affirmative conditions that I'm a firm believer in personally, and I think if Mr. Morales can avail himself of those affirmative conditions, maybe there can be some interdiction of this kind of behavior, and it won't happen again.
All right, Mr. Morales, would you like to say anything before I sentence you?
I've been using stuff, and I wasn't right in my head. I was under the influence. But I was aware of what I was doing, but it's not as bad as I won't do it again.
All right, Mr. Morales, then this will be your sentence. 364 days with 274 suspended. Credit for 18 already served leaves 72 to serve. Financial obligations will be a $120 probation fee. For the next 2 years, the conditions of your probation are don't violate the law, don't go to bars or taverns, don't consume or possess alcohol, marijuana, or non-prescribed drugs, don't have any contact with the Albertsons or the Yummy Crab. We're on the east side. Going to have you report to probation, and at their direction, get a mental health evaluation and follow any recommended course of treatment. And for this offense, you're also required to submit a DNA sample to the Olympia Police Department. I'll have you do that within no, actually, you should be able to submit that DNA sample at the jail.
Yeah.
All right, so they should take that from you prior to your release. Okay, Mr. Morales, do you have any questions about your sentence?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, well, those 72 days, when you get released, make sure the first thing you do when you get out is to call the probation department and make an appointment.
So I got 70 days to serve?
Yeah, you've got 72 left minus good time. So don't forget the part that when you're released, you're on probation and you've got to reach out and contact probation right away. If you don't do that, they're just going to issue a warrant for you.
Okay.
All right. We also got a notice that Autry was refusing, but that I think we can probably handle because that's a competency issue. And the competency report came back with a opinion that Mr. Autry was not competent.
That's correct, Your Honor. The city is going to request that Mr. Autry be referred to restoration. This was an indecent exposure near a park with children actively playing fast pitch and what's alleged here is Mr. Autry walking down the street wearing a shirt but nothing below. Mr. Autry has had a lot of incompetency issues with the city and in other jurisdictions. We believe there's a compelling state interest in order to protect the safety of the community that Mr. Autry.
Well, I'm going to just go ahead and set that for a motion hearing next week at 1:30 on May 13th.
Okay.
And Your Honor, if I could just make a record on that, the evaluation, the order for the forensic evaluation indicated that it was a non-serious offense. So the evaluator did not comment on the ability to restore. So I don't have, I'm just, if Mr. Carver wants to do something about that, I just wanted to point that out.
And we will address all of that in Mr. Carver's motion next week at 1:30.
And that'll be the 13th, Your Honor.
That's right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And then
And Your Honor, could we do a DCR referral at this point? I mean, he's subject to RCW 71.05.
You can call a DCR in any time. You don't need a court order for that.
Okay, I'll call the jail. Thank you.
We'll switch over to Nisqually, Olympia. And what's your name, please?
Tanner Spargo, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
I'm sorry, your last name again?
Spargo, Spargo.
Thank you. Okay, gotcha. All right, and Mr. Spargo, it looks like some warrants got served on you. That's why you're in custody. So today we'll decide if you're going to be able to be released or if you're going to have to be held pending your probation hearing. Okay, Mr. Resnick.
Thank you. I spoke with Mr. Spargo before court. He, based on information he got, and I believe this was most likely an Olympia municipal court clerk. He got information from a clerk that he didn't have any more hearings. And he was under the impression that really nothing was, as far as showing up to a hearing, that nothing was noted up. And in good faith, he just didn't show up because he didn't think there was anything to show up for. So we discussed that, and he fully understands. And if he has to check in with probation or whatever he was supposed to do that he didn't do, he will do it. I guess that's the message here. And certainly I'd ask just to give him time served, which is a day, but still, I think this was a good faith misunderstanding on his part.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a little unclear what it doesn't look like he had any affirmative conditions left to comply with.
Yeah, that's what I was told last time. And I was told that I'd be on records probation. And as long as I didn't get any legal law or criminal law violations, that I wouldn't have to come back to court. And then I went to my mom's and I saw a letter from the Olympia Municipal Court, and I opened it and it said that I had a court date that day, and I was confused.
Yeah. Well, your court date was issued for you on April 30th. It looks like you were last in court you were in custody on March 26th. And then a court date was issued for you on April 30th. And honestly, it's not clear in here why that is. I'll do some checking here and see if it jumps out at me. All right. Looks like potentially it's because there were some new criminal charges in Aberdeen. Now, there were 2 charges in Aberdeen, one in November of 25, one in December of 25. Yeah, that's what that was based on. So the allegation is that there were new law violations in Aberdeen.
Okay.
One of those resulted in a conviction. The other one is still pending and has a warrant. All right, that's the reason there, Mr. Spargo. And then you've got, so you've got a warrant in Aberdeen you've got to go deal with. Then Grays Harbor County District Court has a couple warrants for you. Hoquiam has a warrant for you. So that's what ended up causing you to get a warrant here.
Okay, I understand now.
So we gotta deal with the fact that there were those new charges in Aberdeen, that one of them is a violation, the other one is an alleged violation. So, okay, what I would suggest, Mr. Resnack, is to just, impose a sanction, then leave it at that. Don't worry about the disposition of the other Aberdeen case. And then once he's done with the sanction, he can be released to go deal with his warrants down in Grays Harbor County.
I would concur with that. I think he needs some repose here and an opportunity to deal with the matters in the other jurisdictions that obviously while he's in custody, he can't really do anything about.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do that. So, Mr. Spargo, I'm going to give you 5 days for a probation violation. That's in the 807 case. That leaves 329 days suspended.
Thank you, Your Honor. The day that I did back in March, does that count on this violation?
Yeah, I'm going to give you credit for that day. So that leaves 4 left, and then you'll be released.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And then on the case ending in 223, we will take no action and release him now. Okay, so 4 days, and then the jail's going to determine whether you get any good time. Once they release you, you don't have any court dates in this case, and go down there to Grays Harbor County and address all those warrants.
Absolutely, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is how the cookie crumbles. Thurston is always a weird place. I can never really put my finger on it. That's the Olympia, Washington, Lacey, Washington area. I've never been there. I might visit someday, but I don't know. It seems a little unhinged. Just looking at it from the spectrum of, just the court cases you see. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a night full. We had a call back to a guy we've been following several times over and over and over again with Judge McNally, guy who just can't get his property clean. Maybe they got some help for him. We keep our fingers crossed that this time is gonna be the time. Yeah. It's been fabulous. Thank you so much for hanging out. I do have a redirect set up. It is going to the Crazy Wolfbot channel, and it is playing a bunch of stuff right now. I honestly don't even know what's on over there. I turned it off. I need to turn it back on. Actually, great point. I need to turn it back on. Get you a sneaky little... Oh, hey, look. It's Chair Watch. Don't worry. I'll walk in over there and I'll make it something that's not quite so boring. Why is it Chair Watch? That's weird. Anyway, hey, how about some credits, kids? After I got you the link, that's where we're going. These are all the mad, crazy folks who make it all happen. Rhonda and Hutch, Mary, Beth, Marty, every single day. Steven, every single day. Ollie, Julie, Mama, Michael, Northwest, Lone Wolf, you rock, dude. Kiernoff, I am low. Ian King, Ian King, Lanny King, Lanny, Raul. It's good to see that you're not on a boat somewhere. Steve, Great to see you again. Fluffy, I can't read all these names. It's going way too fast. You know? Thank you all for coming out, hanging out. Thank you for watching these court cases. I'll have more tomorrow. Same Wolf time, same Wolf channel. I am your Lone Wolf Boostle. I am your curator for these here videos. I am your mad scientist who finds all these court cases and puts them together for a little chat every single night at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And we do it every single day, except for Saturday when we have brunch, and that's around 11 a.m., right? That's when we do it, 11 a.m. Central. And we got things already shaping up for brunch this week, so get ready, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have some decent premieres for Saturday and Sunday, so keep an eye out. We're dropping new videos every single day at 4 a.m. and noon. Now, I'm done. I can't chill anymore. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace. What, you're still here? What? Why are you here? It's over. Good night, Gemma. Good night, Marty. Good night, Barry, wherever you are. See you, Bob. See you, Mom. I'll probably call you in a few minutes. See you in the Funny Papers and over at the Wolfbot channel, where there's plenty more court casing and chatting going on as we speak. Yeah. Y'all ready to go?